Hello, I'm Senator Jacky Rosen, and I'm honored to serve as the third Jewish woman in the Senate and the first former synagogue president in Congress. I'm also the co-founder and co-chair of the Senate's Bipartisan Task Force for Combating Anti-Semitism. I want to thank all the mayors that have joined together today for this important discussion. Now is a critical time for Jewish Americans and for Jews across the globe. I don't need to tell you that all over the world, and even here in the United States, no issue threatens the Jewish community more than the alarming rise of anti-Semitism and violent extremism. We've seen incidents of anti-Semitic hate and extremist violence in places like Poway and Pittsburgh, and in cities and towns everywhere in between, even here at our own U.S. Capitol. In Europe, we've seen cemeteries desecrated and synagogues violently attacked, hearkening back to the 1930s. This hate is unacceptable, and it's something we must come together to confront head-on. According to the FBI, anti-Semitic hate crimes rose by 14% in 2019 and constituted 62% of all incidents based on religion. Especially now, we have a responsibility to our neighbors, to our friends, to our community, and to our children to work to prevent anti-Semitism and extremist violence before it starts. That's why I launched the first ever Senate Bipartisan Task Force for Combating Anti-Semitism, to educate, to empower, and to empower communities to fight back against hate. And one way we can fight back is by ensuring that communities have the resources they need to monitor, track, and deter acts of bigotry and violence. One study shows that over the last 5 years, 76% of Jews who experienced an anti-Semitic attack or remark did not report it. It's for this reason that last Congress I co-sponsored the No Hate Act. This legislation will help close gaps in hate crime reporting and strengthen our response nationally and locally. You have my word that I will continue to push for passage of the No Hate Act, and I look forward to its reintroduction this Congress. I've also worked to support the nonprofit Security Grant Program, and I'm excited to share that Congress has taken the important step of doubling the program's funding for this year, allowing for places of worship, community centers, and other institutions in our communities to better protect themselves against the threat of violence and terror. And this year, I'm also proud to say that bipartisan legislation I worked on to elevate the State Department's Special Envoy to combat and monitor anti-Semitism to ambassador was signed into law. By elevating the envoy to the rank of ambassador, we ensure that the United States will have the necessary tools and resources to combat anti-Semitism around the world. In the Task Force for Combating Anti-Semitism, we've used our voices and our resources to engage foreign governments, calling out anti-Semitism when it rears its ugly head, and also praising our partners when they take positive steps to better identify and address anti-Semitism, like adopting the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance working definition. Know that you have an ally and a partner in our shared fight against anti-Semitism and extremism. Together, I know we can combat hate and help make this world a better place to live for ourselves, for our children, and for our future. Thank you.